In this video, I want us to have a look at some remarks made earlier today by Karen Nyamu, a UDA nominated senator. Nyamu was asked her general opinion on the finance bills. Unfortunately, she could not even explain what a finance bill is or what it entails. She later resorted to talking about the bottom ups. Listen to Nyamu before we continue.
What is your general opinion about the finance bill that is yet to be passed?
My general opinion of the finance bill, first of all, finance bill inafanywa National Assembly, not in the Senate. But what I know about the Kenya Kwanza administration, what we promised the people on the ground is that economy itakuwa bottom up. Unaweza kuwa wewe unalia, oh, Ruto anatutax sana, na sasa hiyo ametoa tax ya wale watu wako chini, ameongeza for example ya wale watu wana import vitanda kutoka nje. Na wewe unazusha nini? Na nikitota haikuhusu. You know, find out what does this finance bill say. Kuna tax imeongezwa inakuhusu. Sasa wewe unatetea masource, unajua unataxiwa na wewe tax zako zile ziko unataxiwa zimepelekwa chini. Kwa sababu hiyo bottom up model. So find out. Watana through social media. You know, we have opposition politics.
Listening to Karen Nyamu, it's very clear she does not understand what a finance bill is. She doesn't understand what was contained in the finance bill of 2023, and she also does not understand what is contained in the finance bill 2024. That's why she's resorting to bottom-ups kind of an argument. She's very green on the finance bills. And this brings me to the big question. What are some of the roles of these nominated leaders, be it members of parliament, senators, or MCAs? Which interest groups do they represent? Because for about 2 years, Nyamu has been in the Senate, I've never heard or even seen her bringing an important motion or bill in the Senate. It has always been drama after drama. In some jurisdictions, for one to be nominated a senator or an MP, then that person must have rendered a distinguished public service or has brought serious honor to that country. It's very clear that in Kenya, that is not the case. These individuals being nominated, they are just being nominated because of their close proximity to the nominating authority. And in most cases, from what we have also heard, some are just girlfriends and lovers to the nominating authorities. So from where I sit, these nominated leaders, a good number are not serving the main purpose for which they were nominated. They are not serving that purpose. So taxpayers' money is clearly being wasted just like that. I want us to dig deep into this, but before we do that, let's remind ourselves of a debate that happened some months ago. It was a debate pitting Edwin Sifuna against Kagusha, a UDA MP. And after that debate and other debates that followed, Oda Party warned its elected leaders against debating Edwin Sifuna, and their reasoning at that time was that some mainstream media houses were in a collusion with the opposition to embarrass Kenya Kwanza leaders. Have a look at this.
1 minute, so that
let me tell you, because this is the evidence that Kagusha did not consider the sugar bill.
Yeah.
I spoke about industrial sugar. There is no single factory in Kenya that produces white industrial sugar. I'm not talking about table sugar. And you have spoken like somebody who did not read the bill. So the industrial
No. You can't say I did not read it.
I have listened to you.
I have listened to you. You see.
I have listened to you.
But Trevor, you have listened to me, but I cannot also allow Sifuna to belittle. You can't also allow him to belittle our point. You see, the process in which we are producing, but no, I will respond. But also, you don't belittle my point.
You will respond.
I get it. Yeah. But as he is also making his point, we can't also allow belittling, because the process in which we are producing the table sugar is a process in which you are producing the industrial sugar. Are you getting?
Yeah, so let him say what he's saying.
I am not the one making your points little. They are little points. I am telling you, my brother, that I spoke about industrial sugar. Industrial sugar is the one that is.
Trevor, let us agree on this. Let us agree on this, Trevor. We are live on show. My brother Sifuna, you can't make it a point of belittling other members of parliament. Are you getting?
Are you done?
It's good to also be respectful.
Okay.
Are you getting to each other as we debate?
Are you done?
Are you getting?
Are you done? Because
we don't come here for insults. We don't come here for insults, and we don't come here with small points. Like my brother.
Fine.
But you do.
Let him explain.
And having a big head doesn't mean that you have a big point.
That's fine.
Are you getting?
But the point.
Explain.
If a point is little, everybody can see it's a little point. It's not me belittling it, Kagushia. I spoke about industrial sugar. Do you know the distinction between white industrial sugar and sugar? That's the point I'm making. Because
that is the kind of ignorance among most of these Kenya Kwanza leaders. They can't debate. They only resort to heckling and insults. And it appears many of these Kenya Kwanza leaders are that way. Let's now put everything into perspective. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe in order not to miss our next analysis. Let's proceed. Let me say this. We have a population or a section that the dirtier you are, you become more attractive to them. And I'm saying that because in the past, and the pattern is very clear, in the past, we've seen some leaders who are accused of corruption, rape, and all such ills. Those leaders were eventually elected in areas they come from. They were elected. And then we have a section where they value integrity. The dirtier you are, the less appealing or the less attractive you are to them. We have those two sections in our Kenyan population, and it transcends to the top leadership. We have a leadership that has got a very high affinity for people of questionable characters. The more questionable your character is, the more likely you are to work with such leaders. That's the reality in our Kenyan equation. The society is divided into two, and that's a fact. If you look at UDA leadership and their supporters, they care less about integrity. They care less about integrity. I won't be surprised or be shocked to find somebody like Nyamu being voted in maybe in the next election just because she has exhibited such queer behaviors. When will Kenyans wake up? Let me stop it there for now, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Karen Nyamu is not only an embarrassment to women, but to Kenya. She is not fit holding that position. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.